Well, great. It's an honor to be here. My name's Colin Roach. I'm founder CEO of Swiftmile. We're building the world's first electric bike sharing system. Here's a staggering statistic. 96 million people every day drive less than 15 miles to work. Yet we get on the roads, we sit in traffic, and it's miserable. I don't need to tell you how bad traffic is. All you got to do is sit in it to understand. You look at regular bike share, which we applaud, but it gets low usage. You don't want to be this guy. You don't want to have the back sweat. People look at it and they realize, man, I wish there was maybe a motor on that, something I didn't have to sweat. So if you look at our system, we've built the world's first 100% renewable power transit system. Let's walk through how it works. We have our mobile app that works as a virtual key to locate and find our electric bikes that have a 40-mile range. These things help you go 20 miles an hour. Complete boost, no sweat. They're plugged into our solar power charging stations, which are quick to deploy, easy to set up, completely off-grid. Our app itself, as I mentioned, allows you to reserve the bike even before you're sitting in your office. You go down there now, you reserved it, boom, you hit unlock, it unlocks, and now you could go on your way. You can even take these home if you're at a corporation. When you're done, it gives you all this cool data, time, distance, speed, even how much you've lowered your carbon footprint. We store it kind of like Fitbit for a bike, so you could gamify yourself. Our main market to date right now, corporations and hotels. Why? They're the low-hanging fruit. There's a huge need for this. People realize the multimodal world is out there for us, and they need different ways to get around other than a car. Which leads us to why. We need to be less dependent on cars. We can't build many more roads. Traffic is getting worse. It's just a big kind of sad state of affairs for getting around. Our revenue model is this. We're bikes as a service. We charge upfront about a third of our costs that help offset our hardware costs. And this is for delivery, installation, and onboarding. And then we charge as the bikes move. So as the bikes are moving, we're making money. We invoice the customers. If you're a corporation right now, such as Google, our first customer, we invoice you monthly, giving you all this data that you can also share as well with cities. If you're trying to get permits, you can show how many trips you've avoided to share with cities for other things as well. To date, we're at Google, we're at the Santa Clara Valley VTA, we have a fat and growing pipeline. This is us debuting on the NBC nightly news. That's my ugly mug right there. That's the station, one of the stations we set up. This is kind of a better look at the system itself at the Santa Clara VTA. This is us photobombing Lester Holt on the NBC nightly news. Just kind of happened on a random night. The two big markets we're serving, the electric bike market, which is screaming hot. Every major manufacturer is getting into it. We share enable these electric bikes. We don't build the bikes, we partner with the bike manufacturers, allowing us to tap into all that innovation. Combined with the bike sharing market has taken off. There's a lot of overseas bike manufacturers that have raised millions and millions of dollars because really people understand car ownership is in decline. Other ways of getting around are big. Verizon itself is a big partner of ours. They're not only our first investor, they invested in our seed round, but we have an MOU with them for distribution. Our competition is basically pedal bike share companies. The main part of our market, other than corporations, is campuses, cities, and dense housing complexes. And this is our team. I've got 20 years experience myself. We've got 60 years experience behind us. I've earned these gray hairs, and we're excited to be here at this launch interview.
Yeah, okay. Hey everybody, I'm super excited about our latest partner on This Week in Startups. It's called Cisco Spark. From Cisco, you know Cisco, of course you know Cisco. Cisco Spark is a new meeting platform and a communication platform for teams. And we're using it here at This Week in Startups, and it is life-changing. It can make working together so easy, so pleasant. And in this package, for one low price of free, you get, yes, that's right, free, you get video meetings, team messaging, like chat, you know how that works, digital whiteboarding, and we're going to get into that in a minute, file sharing, and calling. All of this together in one secure app that works on any of your devices, Android, tablet, iPad, iPhone, desktop, you get the idea. And it's the fastest way to host and join meetings, and it works with industry-leading video systems like, yes, the Cisco Spark board. I have the Cisco Spark board, and this is a touch-based, all-in-one device where literally I click and I say, everybody who's in this room, you know, like a chat room, everybody in this Cisco Spark room, I want you to join this video conference. Somebody could be at home, another person could be in a hotel or on the road, on their phone, on the BART. Two people could be in the New York office, two people could be in the San Francisco office. All of a sudden, we're all in one space on the Cisco Spark board with all of our files from that chat room. And we can then pick an image like we did for the launch festival and start drawing on it and saying, hey, let's move these tables here. It is amazing. And the Cisco Spark board comes in 55 inches or 70 inches. It's kind of like an all-in-one touchscreen whiteboard camera with amazing microphones where if you're in the back of the room, it picks you up perfectly. And the video quality, it makes you feel like you're in the same room without having to spend what used to be, I think, $250,000 or $50,000 to outfit a room. You can now do it for low thousands of dollars. It's pretty amazing. I love my Cisco Spark board. And on this very program, This Week in Startups, we're going to start putting Cisco Spark boards in other cities so that entrepreneurs and investors from, say, New York, Los Angeles, maybe London, Berlin, Hong Kong, Tokyo, Seoul, can then video conference into the show, and we can start doing remotes with startups from around the world. How exciting is that? All powered by Cisco Spark and the Cisco Spark board. If you want to see all this exciting stuff and try the software, go to ciscospark.com, ciscospark.com to learn more and sign up for free. Thanks for joining the team, Cisco. Let's get back to this amazing program.